What you are about to witness is not for the faint of heart. Get ready for Office Baked.
Keep this party moving. Thank you guys for being such a great audience. Your next comedian is actually a comedy duo. Everybody put your hands together for Office Baked.
Yeah! Office Baked!
I want to thank you for not clapping and interrupting my timing. I want to kind of give you an idea of what kind of comedy you're getting ready for. I was walking in the hallway and I found this. And the first thoughts in my head, does anybody know what this is? Anybody? Anybody? What does it look like?
A costume.
No, not at all. It is not a costume. No. You know what it is? It's a African-American little person that is into furries. And I mean, you can tell he's African-American because it goes down to his knees.
Oh, God.
I literally walked to the bathroom and that thought went through my head. Yes, this is the jokes that we're going to be going to. And I felt bad because I was like, this dude lost his outfit. Like, there is a naked black little person running around Morgantown right now. Yes, we're going there. So, I promised that I wouldn't let anything happen to this, so it's going to stay right there for the whole event. So just, stare at the little person's outfit. I got to join a club before it was cool, and I'm going to explain this. When I was 11 years old, I went to the psych ward. And this was back before it was cool. Like, everybody was hopping on Facebook, like, guess what? I'm on the 6th floor. No, I did it before it was cool. Like, my mom decided that I was crazy. So I went to Lehigh Valley Hospital up in Pennsylvania. And I got put in a room with a guy that fucking floated. Like, I kid you not. And he swore that Mickey Mouse was on his shoulder. And Mickey Mouse didn't like me. To this day, I will not allow my wife to have anything Mickey Mouse in the fucking house. It can't happen. Because this motherfucker would literally just float in the room. Mickey wants me to kill you now. I've told him no, but he does want me to do it. So I had to be crazier than that motherfucker. So I'm sitting Indian style on the fucking bed, trying to convince him that I know Kung Fu. And I'm like, I'm a horrendeo. I'm a horrendeo. Because I know I'm not going to sleep because this motherfucking Mickey's going to kill me in my sleep and I ain't going to have that. So they let me go down to the cafeteria because I wasn't as crazy as the Mickey motherfucker. So I got a spork. And if anybody that goes to Taco Bell, you know what a fucking spork is. So I hid that shit in my last sock. And I got back to the room. And I'm sitting there Indian style again doing my Kung Fu shit. He comes near me, I'm gonna spork his ass to death. Fucking doctor comes in, he looks at me. And he goes, hey, I need to talk to you for a minute. I said, okay. So he calls me into the office and he goes, I gotta tell you, you ran every test and everything. He goes, you ain't crazy. You hell of an actor, but you ain't crazy.
Obviously, that doctor didn't hang out with you enough because crazy my ass.
That is true.
Alright, so we have the farmer's market in Morgantown, right? It's right over here. What's that? Spruce Street or some shit? Alright, it's wholesome. It's in a parking lot. Cool. So a few weeks ago, I was in Virginia Beach with my mom. And I saw they had a farmer's market, but it wasn't in a parking lot. So it's on the main road. We've passed it multiple times and the same dark thought entered my head and I just never said it because I have a filter, unlike this fucking asshole over here. So probably the fourth time we passed it, I finally say something to my mom about it. It is a fucking community garden 6 feet away from a graveyard. And now this isn't flowers and shit or stuff to make it look pretty. Like, it's fucking vegetables and fruits and shit. Like, people are eating this shit. 6 feet away from a graveyard. And I, like, finally say something to my mom about it, and she goes, well, I guess it's good fertilizer. The same thought that crossed my head every single time we passed it, and I never said shit. And she wonders why I ended up the way I ended up.
So, another tidbit about me, I went to school with Method Man from Wu-Tang, and I was getting ready to go to prom. And the night before, basically his stepdad told us that if we put new insulation in his garage, that he would take us to prom and, give us money. Not a problem. So I decide I'm not going to ruin my outfit. I got some Johnny Blaze jeans, I got some fresh J's, I got my cross colors, polo. Ain't nothing going to mess that up. I'm down in my boxers. And I'm hanging insulation, stapling this shit up. Jay is freaking stupid. Because what do you not do? Hang insulation in your boxers. So I then get dressed to go to the prom. Chick I had my eye on for about, the whole semester. I'm like, yo, I want to go dance with this chick. I need to dance with this chick. So I go up to her, I'm like, yo, let's dance. She's like, okay, no problem. Yes, score. But I can't stop itching. And it's in certain areas. I get maybe 2 steps into Boys to Men, although we go to the end of... And she's like, hey man, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm having a bad, moment. And I'm like, okay, shit happens. So next day, John comes up to me and goes, yo, you didn't tell me you had fucking crabs, bro. You were up in my house. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, the chick is all over the school telling me you were scratching your balls during the whole dance. She ain't even got one for that shit. So, how many of y'all watched The View? So I was flipping through the channels. Barbara Walters sat there and she tells me, she goes, it's not polite and never should you think about hitting a woman. Okay, so she didn't say I couldn't even do it. She said I can't even think about doing it. Which then started my brain churning. I'm like, hold up. There is one time when you're allowed to think about hitting a woman. Because have you ever thought about hitting your man?
Me?
Yeah. Or your girl, whatever. Has it crossed your mind? I'm half blind right now. I can't see who you're with.
Yeah.
Okay. Has the thought crossed your mind to hit your husband? Never. Now that's a fucking unicorn, because I know she wants to hit me at least 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So here's the problem. I said, women want equal rights, right? So at the end of the day, they should want to be treated. Y'all think about hitting us, we at least should have the right to think about it. I'm not saying doing it, but it's sad that people need a reminder during daytime television, like Jeffrey Dahmer sitting there flipping through the channels. Barbara Walters comes on, this is not polite. And you're like, well, fuck, I was just going to go fucking hit somebody. No. So I sat there and I said, there's got to be one time when it's right. And this is it, people. Make sure you take notes, because this is the one time you're allowed to think about hitting a woman. I said think. I didn't even say do it. I said think. And this is it. You come home to the house that you paid for. You worked a 12-hour shift. You walk into that house, and in your bed that you also paid for, your wife is fucking your brother. Now, while she's fucking your brother, she's snorting coke off a paycheck that she just deposited into her bank account that was your last paycheck. On top of that, she hands you with the free hand, because she's got to get it on with your brother and grab his ass so that it gets all in there. She hands you divorce papers. So now you realize you're going to be living on a futon at your mother's house who you don't even like to visit. At that moment, you can think about smacking a bitch. And we are Office Babe. Thank you.
Office Babe, everybody. And your next comedian, you're in for a treat. She's also performing on the Ryan's. Oh wait, no, I almost skipped somebody. I'm doing a bad job. Your next comedian is performing at the Pissbox House Show coming up. Everybody put your hands together for Clint Beastwood. Clint be the high. He's coming. He's on his way. What's up, guys? How we doing?